Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing on this fine Sunday morning? Hope everyone is doing well. I myself am doing great. Thanks for asking. Only got one small problem this morning, and that is I am extremely sleepy and almost fell asleep before sitting here waiting on the broadcast. Excited about leaving on my trip tomorrow after the broadcast. Good morning, Mr. Ed Durbin, Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid, Mr. Scott, Mr. Blade Junkie Tommy, Mr. TC Blades, Mr. Mister. Hope you gentlemen are doing well this morning. So, let's see. In my front pocket last night, and Mr. John. Good morning, sir. In my front pocket last night, I carried that again. It's all good. I'll be fine. I got some coffee here beside me. Then in my back pocket, I carried that again. So I had some wild looking knives in my pocket last night. About as close as I can get to art knives. And then I got two knives in the mail yesterday. I had them with me. Yeah, Scott, maybe in my early 20s I would have done that, but can't do that nowadays. So I got my Ware Lucas P, which is a beautiful knife. And I'm wondering, after 241 of these videos, I'm wondering how many of the knives that I saw on stream have I gone back and actually bought? Because I know this was one of them that we looked at on stream, and I liked the way it looked. And so now I ended up getting one. So I'm wondering what's the total of knives I've seen and said, oh, I like that one, and ended up getting. So that is a Ware Lucas P. How do I clean my knives? With whatever I have handy. Windex, alcohol, sometimes water, and soap. I just make sure to dry them off completely. Kind of depends on what kind of steel they are. If it's a stainless steel, you can just wash them however you want to. If it's a non-stainless, you got to be a little more careful, but not much, as long as you get them dry. But yeah, I had that one in the mailbox yesterday. I do like it. It is about as small as I want to go on a knife, though. Yeah, if you do clean it, make sure to oil it afterwards. So yeah, this one is under 7.5 inches long. So it is on the smaller side. But disassembling it is the best way to clean it for sure. But if you just want to wipe it down, you can wipe it down with anything. I spray mine with cleaner at work all the time. Just make sure to clean it off. I mean, get it good and dry. But yeah, I can get 4 fingers on this one, but it is close. So yeah, got that one yesterday. Alcohol works good to get stuff off of blades too, because it evaporates quickly. Then I also got the KB Velvet Snake, which I really like. It is a little larger, a little bit better size for me, as you can see. But yeah, I really like this knife. I'm wondering what kind of bearings it has, because it is super smooth. It's just got a smooth feel to it. It just wants to drop. Yeah, pew pews. Pew pew pew. Yeah, I wonder what kind of bearings. I haven't taken this apart yet, so I don't know. It's probably just regular bearings, but feels really good. Good size. I like the little thumb ramp, as usual. But yeah, I like it. This one is one that will bite you if you try to let it. So, you know how a lot of people drop knives on their nail like that? Don't do that with the Ware P, because it will, the Lucas P, because it will get you. The pivot area is not very big from the front, so it'll bite you real quick. The blade will hit you. So be careful if you ever get one of those. Yeah, so that's the 4 knives I had on me last night at work. I want to see what kind of bearings this one has in it. I'm just curious. I took well, I thought a lot last night about what I wanted to do on Thursday with the fixed blade while I'm on vacation. And even thought that I might not do anything because I was on vacation. But then I was like, no, I can't not do anything. So I decided the easiest thing to do while on vacation, I think, is going to be the blade grind. So we're going to work on the blade grind on this thing. So I started gathering up pieces. Yep, just regular stamp bearings. What I figured. Nothing special at all. So I started gathering up pieces this morning. And I'm going to go to Home Depot this evening and get the rest of what I need. But we should be good to do the blade grind on Thursday. What is going on with this pivot? Probably D-shaped or something, and I'm not getting it lined up. No, it's not. I had the little washer out of place. I would rather it be in the scale than on the... I guess it doesn't have enough oil to keep it in there. Maybe it does. Is that better? Why does that not feel like it's sitting in there right? Because it's not? Wow, I don't know what was going on with that, but it's acting weird there for a second. What's going on with it? I really had to crank it on down. There we go. That feels better now. All right, so today I'm tired. I need y'all's help on what to talk about today, or what y'all want to talk about today. Because I am a little bit tired today. Yeah, the tolerances on this knife must just be great because it just feels super smooth. I don't know, some knives, when you feel them, they just feel different. They feel smooth. This one feels like a Shiro. Or all my Green Thorn clones. This one feels the same way. It's just got that smooth feel. That one's not even a Green Thorn. Must be the tolerances or something. Yeah, I could have someone come on. That's true. We can just talk about whatever. Oh, there was something else I wanted to talk about. I know I can waste a little time on. So our youngster Sleuth in the Discord got his first knife, and he got him an Ozark Trail. And I asked him if it was assisted. Is it not right on the other side? Is the KB not lined up? That might be why I had an issue. I'll fix it later. I don't feel like fixing it right now, honestly. Did I not get it lined up right? I wasn't paying attention. I didn't think about the KB. Well, I thought it would only go in one way. Which way is it supposed to go? Doesn't feel like it wants to lock in, Nick. Feels like it's free spinning. Doesn't feel like it has one of those little grooves. Oh, there it goes. I got it now. Thanks, Nick. I was wondering why I had an issue. I got it fixed now. I felt it pop into place. Now it's a little less smooth. That might have been why it was so smooth. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Nick. But anyway, his first knife was a, he's 13 and he's in our Discord. I don't know what to do about that. I guess we'll just won't post adult type stuff and try to be wary of the fact that he's 13, but I asked him if it was assisted, and he said no, but then I thought, I was pretty sure it was. So I showed him, I was like, if you go to close it, does it have the little spring feeling right here? And if so, it's assisted, but I'm pretty positive the one he got is assisted. He said it had a little feeling. But these came in a little kit that was like $7 or something. I think all three of these came in the kit. I think this one came separate. But those are some weird Ozark Trail knives that I ran across when looking at the Discord last night. And here's my orange one, the original, the first one that I dyed blue and did you can still see the logo, did an acid wash to the blade. But these little things are awesome. The first little D2 ones they came out with. I've still got one of those in the package. I got some nice Ozark Trail collection going though. But anyway, it was cool to see him excited about a new knife at age 13. And somebody in there last night offered to send him a knife, a Civivi, if it was okay with his mom. So I guess I told him I would send him all four of these if it was okay with his mom. Kind of weird having to deal with somebody's mother, but gotta be safe. Can't just send him stuff out of the blue without his mom being okay with it. Morning, Ground Fog. Morning, Robin. Before I forget, let me get y'all to smash that like button for me. Sever said something about sending me his prototype in the Discord. Allowed to show it on stream, but I can't show it on the Discord. So let's take a look at Sever's prototype. Let me get it loaded up here. There it is. Take a look at this thing. You can hear machinery in the background. Y'all can't hear it because I got the sound off. Looks good, Sever. Looks really good. I like the blade grind. The handles are awful thin in the middle there, but it looks good. Got good action, good centering. Yeah, looks great, Sever. One thing I noticed, the blade doesn't look like it sits very deep into the channel. I hope you can't get your finger in there and get on the blade, but right here it looks like it's very close to the top of the knife. Right there. I hope you can't poke your finger in there and get to the tip. Sure they wouldn't allow that, but that's something you need to check for sure, because it looks very close to being able to stick your finger in there and touch the point of it. I don't know if you can tell what I'm talking about there, but kind of looks like the tip. And so they did the thing with the no external screws. That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I like it. Whoops. Gotta be careful when I'm on Discord. Morning, Gonzo. How are you, sir? I've got to think about what all I'm packing today, because when I get home, when I go to work tonight, I've got to be ready to leave in the morning on my trip. So after the broadcast, I'm leaving right afterwards. So I've got to get all my stuff for Thursday, any kind of knives I want to take for the broadcast, all my luggage. So that's kind of I'm going to the beach. I'm going to Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Alabama for the week. Yeah, I need a break away from work. Let's go browse a little Blade Binge while we're talking about stuff, and y'all can come up with something else to talk about. Yep. Scott, I am HR. So no, I did not notify HR. I just made sure I had employees to cover it. Is it my first time? You talking to me or Sever? My first time on vacation? No. We we broadcast from Blade Show also. He was probably talking to Sever. DLC Excalibur. There's a Nightshade. October Mini. Raccoon. Oh no, it's not the first. I love that beach. No, it's not the first time to that beach. Um, Speaking of Vostede and raccoons, I forgot. I had one. I had a random knife laying around that I forgot I had, and it's some kind of exclusive version from somewhere. I'm not sure where they made this pattern one, but this is a pretty cool little knife that I just had. Cool little knife. Yeah, the raccoon just popped up on Blade Binge. That's what made me remember it. There's a 80s camo carbon drop exclusive. I'm not sure where this one came from. I got it in a trade, I think. But it lays over here on the, it's all by itself in this case. It gets lonely. Feels pretty good though. Very solid. Super good action. Yeah, that's just a random knife that lays around. Yeah, that's the version of Sever's I like the best so far myself. Sure, other people will love the other one though, also. Let's see what else we got here. Budget bundle. I hate people that put weird prices. Like, there's a guy on Reddit that always does like 81.77. Like he puts like, I don't know, like round it to the nearest five. There's a BGM regrind of an Annex. I guess he's the man for doing hollow grinds, huh? Guess he is the hollow grind man. See what else we got. Here's another raccoon. Yeah, have they named it yet, Sever? Hey, there's a LEK or LEK. I think that's a decent price on that. I don't remember what I paid for mine. Now I'm kind of curious at what I paid for mine, because if I ever wanted to sell it, seeing that he's selling it for $225, makes me hope that I didn't pay more than that, because I won't be able to get my money back out of it. So far I've been pretty good. I haven't really lost any money on any knives I bought, because I've always priced in like a $20 loss by offering them $20 less. Scott, I believe that one's being made by Kubi. I think Reich is making one of them and Kubi's making the other one, maybe. I don't know. Sever can answer you better. So yeah, I was worried about my price that I paid for mine. I paid $160 for my LEK or LEK. He's got it listed for $225. So I should be able to get my money back out of mine. Actually, Mike could still make some money on it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm right about that, but I think one of them is Kubi and one of them's Reich, maybe. I'm not sure who's doing which one, though. That might be the Reich one. Let's see what else we got going on. Hey, there's a... Somebody was looking for an Signo. Is that one milled? No, I was like, did they make a milled version? I didn't think they did, but I was seeing things. Somebody was looking for that. Barlow, PM2, PM2, Neurohaptic. I've got one of those. Ooh, that's a pretty knife. Let's look at that one. That's got that compound grind that I love. Oh, it's a chisel grind on one side. Yeah, it's a chisel grind. Nice. Yeah, that's a nice looking knife. Keep it scale stupid. I might be able to show you a picture of his first one. Let me scroll up here. Yeah, here's a picture. So this is the first one. Keep it scale stupid. Keep it scale stupid. Chisel grinds are good for being very, very sharp and being easy to sharpen, because you only have to worry about one side of it. and they're good for cutting things straight, because when you cut with a V, you're actually pushing the stuff apart. So in food prep, a lot of Japanese chefs use chisel grind. But we talked about that not long ago. Yeah, that's his first design. His second design is the one we looked at, which is this one. So there's a rendering of it closed, and there's a rendering of it open. These were the renders before they actually made it. And then this is his third design right here. This is the rendering of his third design. I don't know if that's changed. But I did a whole video on chisel grinds not long ago. And a guy we saw right here, this guy showed a good video on why it's important. Why are Japanese kitchen knives chisel grind?
Kitchen knives and saw that there are a lot of the Japanese style kitchen knives like this Honesuki that you can see in front of you, provided to me by Doll Strong Knives. But have you ever looked at them and wondered to yourself, why do so many Japanese kitchen knives come in a chisel ground configuration, a single edge? I'm going to try and kind of explain it. There's a lot of benefits for that. We're going to talk about that. That's the subject of today's video. So let's turn this around and talk out about it from above.
But keep it scale stupid. If you want to look up and hear why, you can watch that video later. But let me show you. Here's the part about the clean cut.
Cleanliness of your cut. Now, I know a professional chef's not going to have a problem with this. They probably, may or may not. But I drew this here. You know, you got a V, and that's a LOL, and a chisel. So what you get here is, as you're cutting, the material goes both ways. So you can have a tendency, as you can see here, that the ends of your cuts are going to be a little off, like angled like this. With a chisel ground edge, you come straight in. And now this is why they're done in sushi knives. Sushi knives in particular are a very good representation of this, because as you cut, that material that's peeling off both directions on this one, well, it only peels off one direction here. So you get a nice, consistent, clean cut. So you're gonna have that cut on both sides that's nice and clean. It's gonna be much more squared off. Things are gonna have a lot less tendency to stick to your blade and ruin, especially like sushi or something that you're presenting, that the appearance has got to be immaculate. A lot of chefs will use these knives to give themselves that really clean, really true edge of that material, so that they get that nice squared off appearance. You don't want sushi to just look all torn and nasty. That's why sushi knives, the big, long, thin ones, are definitely chisel ground. And like I said, depending on who's doing the cutting, they'll be chisel ground on this side. That anything I've ever made that had a chisel, or anything I've ever purchased that were chisel ground, you get a more robust knife. And that's because you have truly removed less material. Your bevel only comes down on one side. You have a much more robust knife that's going to hold up to a lot of the rigors. I find that chisel ground knives have a tendency to stay.
So there's lots of reasons why. But yeah, you can go watch that video later if you want to see more about it. This knife was what, $1,300? Jensen Bergman, the Brute. So it's Mech Force, maybe. What is it called? The Brute? Really? I'm not seeing the Brute. One called a Brew. Oh, here we go. Custom knife by Jay Bergman. Aha. Here's another one. It's a thick boy. That one doesn't have the compound grind on it. That's a Hornet. Alright, so that's not even a Brute either. I wonder, I guess Fred would probably know. This might be a one-off. And he might have spelled it wrong. Oh. New in-case Brute from Jensen, a recent first come, first serve in his Facebook group. Satin chisel grind. Yeah. That's a Grail knife for sure. Billy Cho. Sanji frame lock. That one's nice too. $1,500 nice. Got too many holes in it. Wish it looked like that on both sides. It looks like a beast of a knife. I wonder how big it is. It looks pretty big. D2 blade. What? A blackened D2 blade for $1,500? You're getting D2, and it's 3 to 3¼ inches. Wow. That's pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but when I looked up the Brew, it's got that weird cut. See, it's got a weird. The Brew tool, it's a fixed blade, and it's got that weird notch in it. All these ones that say the Brew tool, they don't look like that other knife, and they're little fixed blades. So I don't know why. The guy said it was from his Facebook group. Facebook Jensen Knives Brute. First come, first. The Brew tool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Follow him. Said it was a first come, first serve drop on his Facebook group. But that little Brew tool looked like a whole different knife. I don't know where the drop happened on these, but I don't know why you would name one the Brew tool and then name one the Brute with a T. Kind of weird. I don't even know if that's the right Jensen Knives guy, because I'm not seeing any kind of folding knives. Might be a whole nother Jensen knife guy. I'm not seeing those Brutes either, so maybe I'm at the wrong place. Yeah, see, there's the Brew tool. Wonder why Weird. I don't know. I give up. There's a transient. Another $1,500 knife with G10. So we got one with oh no, that's blue glass. Blue glass. Is that the color? What is blue glass? Is it literally? Well, new blue glass handle material. Anybody know what that is? I have no clue what the blue glass is. Blue glass handle material. Knife. Westinghouse blue glass. Aha. Micarta. Spun blue glass micarta. So it's a $1,500 micarta knife. Fred, it showed this was done by Westinghouse. Just in case, this is some of the most rare, most sought after vintage material there is. Special blue glass is a Westinghouse made spun glass phenolic. Grail quality. That must be like vintage. Yeah, that's old school stuff, I guess. That looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, got a cool texture. Arma Tool Company. It really polishes up nicely, huh? It looks pretty close to what this did. Got the same kind of pattern a little bit. Looks close to that one. Well, that's cool. By the way, good morning, Fred. All right, what do we got? What else we got down here? We got a Norseman, hollow. We got a comb. Hey, that one looks a lot like the fixed blade pattern that we were looking at that I drew up or that I printed up. Sorry. There's a Protean with the Dragon, Skelly, and Holy half and half. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen one of those with that half and half pattern. Half Skelly and half Dragon Skin. That's different. Plunkett Blade Works Harpoon Bolster Lock. That one's interesting too. And a bunch of cool looking knives with compound grinds this morning. Wish it didn't have that micarta. And I don't know why they're calling that one a bolster lock, really, because it looks like a frame lock, pretty much. But it's a lefty, huh? No, it's not a lefty. What am I thinking? Looking at stuff side wrong out of it. But yeah, it kind of looks like the bolster doesn't come over the front. I don't know. Weird. That's one I haven't seen before, I don't think. Artisan Cutlery Eagle. That's a weird looking one. Morning, Andrew. Yeah, you're coming back stateside, huh, Andrew? Does he say this is an older? Yeah, I don't. Is that a new? I don't even know. I just haven't seen it. D2 blade. Carbon fiber. What is this? A titanium one? Weird. Oh, here we go. So it's a new. It's one you can still buy. Okay, I just haven't seen it. A weird looking knife. So it's 237, and this guy's selling it for $100. I think I might make him an offer. Let me go to the camera real quick for a second. Well, no, it's okay. I don't need to. I can go back. I can just do this over here on Chrome where y'all don't see it. Well, I can log in over here. All right. Uh, blah blah blah. Back to where I was. Make an offer. My offer is $80. Send offer. Offer sent. All right, I got an offer sent on that one. See what he says. Would go well on my artisan collection for $80. There's a porcupine. Boy, that's a hot pink blade. Good grief. That is bright. Red. Yeah. I don't think that's red. Uh, could be red, but it looks pink. The purple. The Tarkin for 125. I don't think that's too bad of a price for a Tarkin, is it? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good price on a Tarkin. 125. Let me see. Knife swap. Tarkin. Last one sold for where is it? Oh, sold for 70 bucks. Wow. He sold that one for 70 bucks. Yeah, he anoded it bronze color. All right, well, I guess 125 isn't a great price then. There's a Miguron Morad 2 or AM8. Love that milling. Wish it didn't have the carbon fiber, but it doesn't on that side. What's he asking? 115, yeah. I'd rather get it for about 100. He doesn't have a make offer. Hey, there's a Ziphius. That's one of the ones I've think had on my list for a while. That one's got the carbon fiber. That's a mean looking knife. Wow. I got mine listed for, mine's a more expensive version. I need to post some stuff on Blade Binge. I listed mine for $250. I paid $275 for it, and it was $35 more than this one when it was new. Yeah, I definitely need to post some stuff on Blade Binge, I guess. Oh, does it say blue G10? Yeah, that's what I said originally. Was it is a $1,500 G10 knife again? We saw a $1,500 D2 blade one before that. Yeah, so back to back, we had two $1,500 knives. One with D2. Well, not back to back, but this one right here. This Billy Cho Sanji frame lock has D2 blade steel for $1,500, and then this one has G10 for $1,500. It's pretty wild. That just shows it's really not about the materials; it's about the labor. There's a Voodoo. Somebody was looking for a Voodoo in the Discord last night. There's a Synergy Mini. I want a Synergy 2v2. Spidey Chef, XM18. 7 Plus Strider Black Tonto. Baby Banner, Sharp by Designs, Evo Typhoon, Harpoon, Damasteel, Ordax. There's a Kraken, 350. That Vanguard Continuum. What kind of material is that? Why does he have 8 of the same picture? What in the world? He's only got one picture, that's why. M390. That's not. Is that? Yeah, I guess it's milled. I'm trying to see if that's just milling lines. I guess it is. Not a bad price on that, I don't think. Let's see. How big is the Continuum? Is it big enough? Where's the other side of it, Blade HQ? Yeah, it's almost 8 inches long, 3.35-inch blade. Maybe, they don't have a picture of the other side either. Nobody has a picture of the other side. There we go. That one's Tiger Stripe. I don't really see the milling on it, so I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe that's the Tiger Stripe version. Just can't see the picture good enough. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is the Tiger Stripe version. Just looked weird in the picture. Yeah, 7.85 is a good size. Blade HQ had them for what, 215 or something? Yeah, 215. They're still available, so that 160 is a decent price. The Wild Species. Ramet Coolwell. Another one I haven't heard of. Arcane's paying for some advertising, huh? There's a Diamondback Jack. I think I'm about to go buy that right now on Traditional Pocket Knives. Hold on. I'm going to go buy one of those. Since I got a little extra money from selling all those knives, 60 knives I sold last week, I want a Sugar Maple Jack. I don't have a Jack Wolf. And I want this purple crystallized tie one for $120. And I need a Jack Wolf knife in my collection, and I like that blade steel. I like that purple crystallized tie. And I want a Jack Wolf knife, and I like the name of it too. I like Sugar Maples. So I'm going to add that one to cart. I'm going to check that out once we're done here. I like the name. I like the purple tie. I need a Jack Wolf. So yeah, grabbing one. There's a Two-Face. I like that knife too. That's better than retail price. Is he accepting offers? That's the one that you can remove the flipper tab on and move it around to a front flipper. Is he taking offers? No. What are they new? $256. That's a fair price for sure. Think I might shoot him a message and see if he'd take 150. I think it's a guy I've messaged before. I think he sells All right. I just sent him a message about that one. Keep going. What else we got today? Sever sent a link. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, that's a good price for that one. The mystery blade steel. The handles look awesome. But who knows what that Damascus is. Not showing much of the blade, huh? Just a little bit in that video real quick. RWL 34 and PMC 27. Regal. Full dress. Yeah, I like the front flipper on it. The little flipper tab's not too giant either. That's a cool knife, Sever. No, not from the description, we don't, but by his hand, looks like it would fit across his hand, so it looks like 3.5 maybe, or so. Sever, find out how long the blade is on it. Morning, Pete. Yeah, that is a good price. What else they got new in stock today? Oh, there's my sword shade that I bought. I got it for $190, so I got it for $100 off. Doesn't even have a price on that Hurricane. Oh, there's that gravity knife pre-order. We got a full dress version of it. That one's little. You can tell that one looks little in his hand. What else they got here? That's the same 6-leaf design. Hey, look, there's that one's a different one, but it's real close to the one I got. I like that Forever Still. Just to be a wild knife, that one's pretty cool looking. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Yeah, Fred, I bet it is at least 3.3. I bet it is. Looking at his hand, it would go all the way. I mean, you can't tell how big his hands are, but it would go all the way across his hand. Pretty easy. Ask a question. Chip. My phone number. Uh, it just popped up. That's not my real phone number anyway, but let me what is this one called? A Regal? Dang it. Can't see the stupid name of it now. Let me ask, see if he responds. How long is the blade on the... Thanks. All right. I just sent him a question about that, so maybe he'll respond before it's over. Let me go see if the guy answered me on... Blade Binge. Nope. Doesn't look like it. All right. Back to where we were. Let's see. I wasn't asking the person that made it. What? What are we talking about? A she? I'm messaging the guy that runs the website. I don't know what you're talking about. A she? Could be a different knife you're talking about. I don't know. I get lost in the chat sometimes because I don't have no clue what anybody's responding to. All right. See where we were. There's smock scales for $150. Wow. There's a T1000. That's another one I want eventually. That's a good old plain Jane one. Oh, talking about the hand? Okay, I thought you were talking about the person I was messaging. I didn't know you were talking about the hand. Yeah, that's why I said I definitely don't know the size of the hand. Of course, we don't know that that's her hand anyway, but didn't really look like a female hand, but I guess it could have been. Arius. That's a wild pattern on that Strider. Oh, is it not a Jack Wolf? Well, I still like it enough to get it, and I still want a Jack Wolf. So both of those statements were correct. I thought it was. I don't know why I thought that. I guess because of the sugar maple jack. But it's just a jack knife. It's a QSP. I like QSP as well. Yeah, Pete, don't hurt yourself. today. Don't get out there trying to compete with the rest of the guys. That Strider is pretty wild looking though. That's one of those ones that's got, at least the pattern kind of matches. I mean, it does match. It's just not. Yeah, that's pretty wild. I like that Telson. Wish it was an integral. Yeah, that has clean lines closed. Here, close some of these windows. There's a Hazard already on sale for $150. Varga. Strix round 2. There's a Rook for sale, $2,500. Wow. Where's Fuchs at? Fuchs needs this knife. That is definitely a Fuchs knife. Yeah, it said it was a QSP TC. Said that Sugar Maple Jack was a QSP made down here at the bottom. It says manufacturer QSP. So yeah, I like QSP. I'm good with that. The Rockstead. That's a little bitty Rockstead. Thing's pretty wild looking. Little Rockstead neck knife. Huh. Weird. Another one. Shamwari. Spectrum. Big Banter. That's one I want. I would like that if it wasn't black. The Big Banter. Pete, there's you an Agile Peregrine Falcon. Not a great deal on it, but I almost bought a Chad this morning on Knife Swap. In fact, I don't know if the guys messaged me back, but we were still kind of working on a deal. Oh, he just accepted my deal. So I guess I might have just bought a Chad. I'm glad I went and looked. See if it's still for sale. Or if I missed it because I was talking to y'all. So I've been wanting a Chad because it's one of their bigger knives. So I guess I just bought one, maybe. The Gringo and the Chad, it's a 3.8 inch blade, are the two bigger ones I still need. I got mine for 150 instead of 216. Yep, it's still available. I'm gonna YOLO it real quick. YOLO Chad via chat. Can't beat 150 for a Chad. I'll show y'all the one I bought just now. It is this one right here. Three hours ago. It is that one right there. That I got for 150. He said the only thing he could notice about it was it had one snail on the clip. So I can just bead blast the clip and be good. He had listed it one other time, but he had it at 195, then he dropped it to 175, and I offered him 150. And he hit me back with 160, and I'd already offered him 140 some other time for it, so I told him I'd already come up 10 more bucks. So he finally came back and said, okay, I'll take the 150. Sorry. All right. Anyway, 150 is better than 216. What else we got here? I hate when people post a big, huge, whenever they send their payment details, they post a big, huge paragraph, and it'll be in the middle instead of just putting it on one line where I can't copy and paste it. Like, they make it difficult. So now I got to paste this whole paragraph and delete everything else besides his PayPal account. Like, learn how to put your PayPal on a line by itself, guy. How many swaps does that guy have? Am I sending it goods and services or friends and family? What is going on with my stupid PayPal? My phone is like locked up. I don't know what's going on. I have to do that in a second. Custom Kaiser drop bear. That one's pretty cool. There's another one. What's this guy got the hook up on? Is that the same guy? Yeah, that's the same guy. So he dyed the scales, huh? I haven't even thought about doing that to mine. Ooh, that CKF Tiger. Pretty lethal looking knife. That's a heck of a pointy object. Trying to do too many things. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, how many swaps does this guy have? 108. All right. I guess he can get friends and family. We'll try to copy and paste his email on the browser. All right. Back to where we were. Let's see. Royal Jack Wolf Gunslinger. Spartan Harsey. Hanks. Another custom drop bear. Same guy. Like, that guy bought a bunch of drop bears to customize. There's a Curtis. Fred, if you're still here, what size Curtis do you have? Is it a medium? Or is it a large? Don't you have a Curtis? All right. I just took care of that purchase. Good. I'm glad. I wanted a Chad, and that's a good deal on one. So, all right. You got a medium. That looks close to the same color that you did on that. No, it's a little different, huh? Oh, you did a purple. Yeah, I was thinking of the purple. I don't know what I was thinking of. After Hours Jack. Winter Blade. Evo T. I like that barked finish. I still want that Laconico. It looks like uh, bark, tree bark. That barked finish looks good though. So what is that one that I marked? Let's see, where is it? Put a bookmark because I knew I'd want to go back to it. It was Ray Laconico. I don't see it. Ah, maybe it's up here. Well, I don't see it. I can't remember the name of it. It was a beautiful knife. I know the order is here somewhere. I mean the website. I've got all the bookmarks since we started these episodes. I bet I could type in Let's see. Ray Laconico wood texture knife. Yeah, there it is. The Albatross. I love the wood look of this one. Like that one really, like I want that, I want one of those knives bad. That's probably my Ray Laconico Grail. Yeah, I love that wood looking handle. Or barked. If y'all ever run across a Laconico Albatross, I might break my rule. Fred, if you can find me one of those, I might spend more than $400 on a knife. But I don't think it's going to be a long time before I find that one. I think it's one of a kind. 23 weeks ago. No, it's not a one of a kind, evidently. Almost 2 years ago, he released it, though. Yeah, that looks so cool. Oh, that's the drop point. That's not the Tonto. The Tonto has that compound grind. There's lots of people with more light knives than me, Fred. Sure, he's got way better knives, too. That Shaman looks pretty cool. Not a bad price on it. It's probably S30V. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Yep, S30V. There's a 9 300. Somebody was wanting a real one of these. There's you one for $2,000. That's a heck of a knife there. Man, that case is even sweet. That thing's mean. He's got some banger knives for sale, huh? There's a CH knives he's got for 188. There's a Dylan Mallory design Terramundi Ray. I've almost bought that one a few times too. I just can't deal with the carbon fiber. What do we got here? Pyrite buoy. This guy's doing some crazy mods too. Django XL custom anodized. Here's a custom anodized pulsar. Sunderman knife mods. There's an asylum. Wow, it's kind of a high price. You can get them for $1,200 on Knife Swap. It's the year I was born. A number on that one. Yeah, John, Sever showed it to us. It's just too long and skinny for me. Yeah, it's in the links channel on the Discord. Sever's mentioned it a couple times. It's this one right here. Oh, it wasn't long and skinny. It was too short. That's what it was. I don't know. It might be long enough considering I like the way this this Lucas P feels. That might be one worth trying out. Can't wait till the end of this month when I finally get my Evos. I love the looks of that knife though. I just hope it's big enough. I might try buying one. 7.75. Yeah, it probably will work. Like the way that front is right there. Because like I said, this one's under 7.5 and I like it. So yeah, it might be big enough. Because this one, I can get 4 fingers on it, and the front of it is not as conducive. But the front of it has better access for a finger than this one does. Oh, I don't mind if it's got just thumb studs like this one. That's what this one has. One way to deploy it, because I reverse flick whenever possible. I would rather just have one, either a blade hole or a thumb stud. But if I can get 4 fingers on this one with the way this front is shaped, I ought to definitely be able to get another finger up there and have more room on the back. It's about a 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch bigger anyway. Are you asking me? Oh, CKF. I ordered 3 of the. Oh yeah, I wasn't kidding. I wasn't lying to you, Rec. That's the guy I just bought the Chad from. I told him I was streaming, and I told him I promoted his listing on Reddit. But yeah, I think you asked me if I bought which Evo I got. Good morning, Clint. I got 3 of the Evo 1.1s. I got 2 of the DLC ones like this to sell. And then I bought 1 of the plain Jane for me. Yeah, I bought myself 1 of those. And then I bought 2 of these to sell to help mine be cheaper. That's a big boy too. 8.4 inches long. It's, yeah, 3.7 inch blade. There's a cedar. Somebody was asking about a cedar. Said that was one they would spend money on. That one's a little pricey though. 1,200 is a little much for a cedar. It's definitely one I want eventually though. Tommy, I'm not sure if they're both spoken for. But I'll keep you in line. If I know one of them's spoken for, but I'm not sure about the second one. So it's possible. I'm asking $100 more than what they cost because they're not doing any more. Normally with the Evos, whenever he dropped them, he had extras that he would sell to people who wanted them, but he's not doing that this time. So only the pre-order people get one. So I'm going to ask $100 more than they cost. So it'd be $810. They're $710. So it'd be $810. But I know there's people on Knife Swap that'll give me $100 extra. And that way I can get mine for $390. Because they're $590 for the plain Jane one, I think. Yeah, $590. So I'll knock off $200 off mine and I'll get it for less than $400. All right, guys, I think that's enough blade bench for one day. I'm gonna start winding this one down. So after the stream tomorrow morning, I'm going on vacation, but I'm still going to be streaming, and we're going to be doing the blade grind on this one on Thursday. If I can figure all that out. So we'll be working on the fixed blade. I'll take all the handle material with me. I thought we could start rounding. If I get the little screws today for the handle, we might work on shaping the handle instead. Amazon's supposed to deliver those today, so if I get those and I can drill the holes, we might work on shaping the handle. But we'll do one of the two. And I'm going to have a camera set up pointing at the beach. So y'all will be able to check out the beach and people walking along the beach. But anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Andrew, Tommy, Fred, Clint, Rick, John, TC, Robin, Pete, Ed, of course. Keep it scale stupid. Appreciate you, buddy. Scott, Mr. Sever 7. I like your knife, Sever. I can't wait to see the prototype when you get it in hand. Scott, might have already said to you, but anybody else I might have left off, I apologize. Gonzo. Nick, thanks for popping in for a little while. Ground Fog, thank you, sir. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think I missed anybody. John, have a safe trip back to the islands. Yeah, y'all have a great Sunday afternoon and start to your week. And I'll see y'all in the morning before I leave to go out of town. Probably going to only stream about an hour and a half in the morning because the quicker I get done, the quicker I get out of here. But anyway, love y'all. If y'all need me, email me. Hit me up on Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, please do so. If y'all haven't hit that like button, please smash it before you leave.